Welcome to the President's Diary, where we take a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. His Excellency started his week by announcing a slew of new measures that will further cushion the effects of the rise in cost of living.
In order to bring relief to those households facing extreme hardship, my government will be providing a special one-off grant of $25,000 to every single household in riverine and hinterland communities. This will place an additional $800 million at the disposal of these households who have been particularly affected by recent rises in cost of living.
The government will also be assisting the agriculture sector with the purchase of fertilizers that will be distributed free to farmers.
In order to cushion the impact of the rising cost of fertilizer on farmers and to limit the pass-through to food prices, my government will be purchasing $1 billion worth of fertilizer for free distribution to farmers for use in their planting and replanting activities. Considering that fertilizer accounts for between 15 to 30% of the total operating costs for farmers, this initiative will significantly reduce input costs and help ensure scaled-up production and adequate supply of output, which is critical to maintaining price stability.
Dr. Ali further announced that government will be establishing a home construction assistance facility. The unit will help persons in the beginning stages of home construction.
Persons who have a house lot and wish to receive government help to construct a home on that lot may register their interest with a unit that will be establishing soon for this purpose. At the time of registration, the applicant will also select the preference from among 3 standard pre-designed models at the cost of $7 million, $9 million, and $12 million.
Government will also be supporting applicants by securing home financing through the bank and will look at assisting in the initial phase of construction by releasing resources to expedite the process.
Government will also undertake the construction of home on behalf of the applicant and deliver to the applicant a complete home in accordance with the option selected. We expect that this measure will help to drastically accelerate the capacity of Guyanese families to own and occupy their own home.
The head of state revealed that government will be removing value-added tax on additional construction materials. This too is another way by government to make home construction more affordable for Guyanese.
We are now proposing to extend the removal of VAT to sheetrock and concrete board until the market stabilizes. This measure is expected to cost $100 million annually, but will provide critical additional relief to persons constructing their homes, in keeping with our government's strong commitment to make home ownership affordable to every single Guyanese family.
Also on Monday, His Excellency accepted the letters of credence from the non-resident High Commissioner of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to Guyana.
It is my hope, with the participation and support of CARICOM, member states, including the Bahamas, development partners, and the private sector, that we'll be able to arrive at concrete solutions to improve regional food security and increase the inter-regional trade in food commodities and products.
The head of state was joined by the Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, and the ministry's permanent secretary, Ambassador Elizabeth Harper. Guyana and the Bahamas established diplomatic ties in 1973. His Excellency presented steel portraits to Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, and the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley. The portraits were crafted by Paul Jones. Dr. Ali and a high-level cabinet team attended a working dinner with the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, and a delegation from Barbados at the Grand Coastal Hotel. Attorney General and the Minister of Legal Affairs, Senior Counsel Mohabir Anil Nandlal, Senior Minister within the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, and the Minister of Agriculture, Zulfikar Mustafa, along with other cabinet ministers and government officials, also attended the event. President Ali said regional leaders stand ready to advance the food sector in CARICOM. The president was speaking at the opening of the inaugural Agri-Investment Forum and Expo.
every single issue is on the table, because we recognize if we cannot address these issues in a collective, multifaceted manner, then we will not be able to bring the long-term solutions that are so critically required. And that is why the private sector is the center of what we're doing. And the private sector here includes the farmers.
President Ali said the global use of cereal, wheat, corn, and soya is projected to increase to 3 million tons by 2030, and the developing countries will account for almost 90% of this projected increase. He said it is not feasible to import billions of dollars in products that can be produced in the region.
In achieving this, there are many challenges facing us, all of which we are working to resolve in partnership with the private sector in the areas of financing, logistics and transport, improving primary production, improving agri-processing, linking market to produce, and most importantly, create barriers that continue to haunt our efforts at working as a collective.
The governments of Guyana and Antigua and Barbuda on Friday signed a Memorandum of Understanding for economic cooperation in 8 areas. The areas include tourism, financial services, agriculture, air transportation, and energy. The memorandum was signed by Guyana's President Irfaan Ali and Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister Gaston Brown. President Ali also took the heads of government present in Guyana on a tour of the Shade House project, which is reaching the potential to export to Caribbean markets. President Ali and the First Lady Arya Ali hosted a state dinner for the visiting Caribbean heads of government and their delegations on Friday night on the lawns of State House. The regional visitors and the local invitees were treated to an art exhibition curated by renowned Guyanese sculptor Winslow Craig and a rousing cultural presentation before dinner. Several senior government officials, including Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips and the Vice President Dr. Bar Jagdeo, were also at the event. This has been the President's Diary, where we took a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. Thank you for watching, and do join us again next time.